no one that can match me.
No affiliation, why they faking? This ain't for debating. We the real, they really imitation. I be contemplating why this ain't on like heavy rotation on radio stations. I just pray the Lord give me patience, cause I'm running through these rappers like my name Walter Payton. Shitting on these rappers, 9 to 5 is my occupation. Raw, you come in with your best troops, you best bring more. Already told you I got the juice like Orenthal. Already know what I'm about to do, bet your men fall. Everyone know that we got the truth, all your men falls. So boss, overtaking our enemies. Moves calculated and orchestrated like symphonies. Smooth operated when bringing haters to misery. Top 5 list ain't shit unless you mention me. Yeah, that's why we don't associate. Fuck niggas make them more fuck niggas. Why they procreate? Why they overhate? Cause they time is short and a moment late. Let it culminate to they heart erase and it palpitate. Cowards perpetrate like they little group is respectable. Talking intellectual, all of you homosexuals, faggots.
There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children.
I don't want to congregate. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to fellowship. I ain't trying to build with you. Ain't the UPK, ain't the truth. Keep it real with you. Defenders of the faith, I got no problem bumping heads with you. All that bullshit, you can take it over there with you. Rather be a houseboy. Rather run with them field niggas. Show them to put in work. Move mountain, crush hills, nigga. Take a dead soul. Breathe life and make it live, nigga. No affiliation, so it's no one to compare with us. Took the Lord's laws and just added it with fear, nigga. Aim for the body, cause you know like killer hit quicker. With these bars, I'm on my grizzly, so bear witness. You spit cold, I spit flu. Don't compare sickness. You floss diamond, I floss fringes. Don't compare dentists. You PK, we men the wall shit. We ain't Christian. Harm one of us, get pistol whipped like the gun got a belt with it. I'm bred different. The competition just a mill. I'm fed different. I stood front line on them fields. I bled different. I'd rather be a corpse than a cow when I'm led different. Shit, I'm led different. Come through like a juggernaut, so don't get in the way. And we take everything serious. We don't play. I wonder now what they gon' say. Shit, we make profits out of shooters like the NBA. You get slayed for switching sides, nigga. We ain't on the same page. Immaculate conception. Wow. These niggas bitch made. I'm sticking with the foundation where my bricks laid. You switch sides, I'd rather switch K's. You was never with us, nigga. Just know we on mission, nigga. Right hand hold the scriptures, nigga. Left hip hold the pistol, nigga. How you want it? You can get it spiritual or physics, nigga. Wrong ones to come against, so bring an army with you. No affiliation. When you see us, make the difference with us. No affiliation. When you see us, know we different, nigga. No affiliation, so no, you can't kick it with us. The wrong ones to come against, bring an army with you. Misunderstood for having some morality, but my people there in spirituality, Lord knows. Just a young Hebrew from Killer, California. Used to thug in the streets with no sense of order. Used to love to press the line, even test the water, and almost lost my life from slanging and hanging on that corner. I learned to cut the grass so I could see the snakes. I had to decipher between the real and fake. And nowadays all these niggas do is hate. Treat you like a bitch, sit back and try to manipulate. Yeah, that's why I got it on my own too. You see me rocking with the Hebrews. UPK is how we do. Stand for the Lord, the mother niggas is see-through.
Where the soldiers at? Where the soldiers at? Where the soldiers at?
Wake your game up, my nigga. Ain't no time for this shit. I know you sitting back thinking that life is a bitch. Yes, my nigga, I understand. My nigga, I feel your pain. Yeah. My nigga, we gotta change. This for the king, this for the king.
It's safe to say we curse today, trying to find another way, but all they do is take away. away. Trying to pray to make a way while trying to find a safer way. Eat so we can face to face. Please, Lord, save the day, cause everybody.
Shalom, Israel. You got an Isupk star of 1 West 125th Street under command of General Yohana. We're here to bring our people the truth. Let us know how important we are to the world, how the world is underneath us. And we should treat ourselves like we are the top people. And just try to destroy a lot of garbage that's going around the world. Try to help us to understand what it takes to come back to the Most High. You understand? Just if we could beat down and destroy the so-called, the doctrine, the garbage doctrine that's out there, and help our people to rise up and be a better people, man. You know what I mean? And hopefully we can get about this hell. You know what I mean? Because it's up to us to get out of this hell. It's up to us to get us out of this hell, man. We need the help. We need the Most High to be on our side. And as long as we keep going to the oppressor for our help, thinking they're going to be our savior. You know what I mean? We gonna keep being destroyed. You understand? Like New Year's Eve, this is what we're gonna bring out tonight. We're gonna destroy the doctrine and the garbage of New Year's Eve. A lot of people wonder, like, it's always crazy when I tell people, when people say, you know what I mean, hey, Happy New Year's to you, you know what I'm saying? And I tell them I don't celebrate, I don't take part in that. And they be like, why? You know what I mean? Like, it's always a why. Even if they don't ask me why, it's a face. It's that squint, like, how you not? It's the New Year. All right, if you always, we didn't say Happy Thanksgiving to you and Merry Christmas to you. You said, nah, I don't do it. But how you not gonna acknowledge the New Year? Right. You understand? Like, the only thing that I acknowledge about the so-called New Year is the numbers that I got right down for taking care of business. Right. You know what I mean? I gotta put down 2021, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean, for tax purposes and everything else that I gotta do. That's the only time it makes sense to me. But we're gonna get it tonight, we're gonna give it to you, we're gonna let you know exactly when the New Year is, the correct New Year's is, you know what I mean? I wanna get into Janice, but I wanna first I want to let us, I want everybody to know that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Right. And you got to know that, because before we can try to break down anything, you got to know that there's a reason why things need to be broken down. That's the reason why doctrine and holidays need to be destroyed, because the white man gave them to us. You understand? The oppressor gave us these days. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? And as long as we keep celebrating them, he gonna keep getting richer. He gonna keep getting more power. You understand? And we gonna keep getting murdered on the streets. You understand? We gonna keep dying of high blood pressure and whatever else, cancer, whatever elements that's going to destroy us, that the Most High uses that's going to destroy us. It's gonna keep happening to us because we still following the oppressor. If I could, let me get Daniel verse 7. Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. You understand? Like this right here is a good scripture and a beautiful scripture. It's like a good I want to say it's like this set the scene to let us know that the white man only gives a damn about what he wants. You understand? If you could, you got that from Daniel 7, chapter 7, verse 25. Okay, 25.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. He and she speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think the change of time.
So can I There's no way for us to know, right?
Let me read it so that they can hear it on mine real quick.
You want to sit right there, closer?
I'll read this one.
Okay.
Daniel chapter 7 verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
You understand that? He shall speak great words. He should speak great words against the Most High. He shall speak great words against the Most High. You understand? Like, you got to think about like who it is that speaks great words against the Most High, and what is great words against the Most High. You understand? Like, we just got to understand that first off, and then we got to ask ourselves, who did this? Who, you know what I mean? Who did this? Who speaks great words against the Most High? Well, if you know what I mean, if you read the scriptures, then you understand that the Most High is against homosexuality.
Right.
But here in America, it's celebrated. You understand? You can be a homosexual and you can get a goddamn TV show. You understand? You can be a game show host or whatever. You know what I mean? You can get a cartoon and you can spread that to our children.
Right.
You understand? Like, so you gotta be super strong on your kids. You understand? Like, you can't just let your kids watch whatever. You understand? You gotta watch it with them, and it's boring as hell, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's strong. Like, that takes strength right there, man. Cause, boy, the stuff, like, my son, he just, like, once a cartoon go off, is on to the next, and on to the next, and I'm in the room with him, man. I'm falling asleep. I gotta fight it. I gotta get coffee at 7 o'clock at night, man, to try to stay up, man. Like, it's hard, but you gotta do that with your kids, or just don't let them watch TV. Hey, read a book. Hey, what's only 3? You know what I mean? I gotta read the book. So it's like he gonna have to play with toys or something if you don't want to watch it. That's how strong you gotta be with it, and that's great words against the Most High. You understand? Like, great words against the Most High is to tell him that the greatest Israelite that ever lived was a white man. You understand? Like, that's great words against the Most High. To tell him that the greatest man that ever walked the earth is a white man, is a disgusting Edomite.
Right.
That, you know what I mean, and he's worshipped. You understand? That we look up to him. You understand? That's great words. Go ahead.
And think to change times and laws.
It's a lot, my bad. Take it from the top.
God. Daniel chapter 7 verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
And he shall wear out the saints, man. He shall wear out the saints. Like, we worn out, man. Like, we beat down out here. You understand? Like, we at the bottom. You understand? We not rich at all. You understand? We not no rich brothers. We not no flashy brothers. Like, we at the bottom. You understand? And we beat down. We got to get up and go to work man, I work 7 days a week. You understand? Right. And I'm still coming in here to make sure I'm doing what I need to do, and still putting in work. It's brothers that work hard. You understand? Right. It's brothers that do heavy work, heavy lifting, all kinds of work, and they still come in here and do their job. Still come in here and do what needs to be done. You understand? Man, we beat down, man. The oppressor beats us down. He weighing us out, man. You know what I mean? Like, we wore out, and we still, like, you know what I mean? Like, the Most High still, he allows us to still go. He makes sure that we find that strength. You understand?
Right.
That we need to keep on going. Go ahead.
And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
You understand? Now, and they said, and it says, and they think to change times. You understand? Times and and laws. The white man changed times and laws, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, think like the biggest time that they changed is, you know what I mean? That was the starting of it. Is the New Year's. You know what I mean? They is to tell you that January 1st is the new year. That's the new year. When it sounds absolutely retarded, man. Like it's the child, like a lot of these things are we finish that. Matter of fact, we good on that. And let me go into this. Like they changed the times, and it all comes from like mythological stories.
Right.
You understand? Like it just go back to that scripture. What's that? Man, tell about. I think you know what it say. What's the scripture that says we will be ruled by children and women?
You know, children shall be our oppressors.
Children shall be our oppressors.
Oh.
Let me get it.
What that?
Kind of with that. Like these people that rule over us are children, man. They're babies, man. Like their stories, the people that they look up to, the gods that we worship every time that we celebrate a so-called holiday, is to a god that doesn't exist, and like it's just some old goofy fun stuff. You understand that they love. You understand? Like that's where we at. You got it from me up.
Come.
Wow, sir. If you go ahead.
Come. Isaiah chapter 3 verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Man, children are our oppressors, man. They are our oppressors. Like we're oppressed under these people. We're oppressed under children, man. Like people that like these cartoon characters, they the Marvel Universe people that love the superheroes and all that, and then they make them gods and make us, the slaves, celebrate it. They make us take part in this. Like we're taking part in this, and then we hate each other when we decide that we don't want to celebrate it. When we say, I'm not with that no more. Our own people turn against us and call us crazy, and you know what I mean? Now we in a cult. We in a cult. Because you celebrating some cartoon, superhero, Marvel, DC, collaboration type thing, like, you know what I mean? Like now we're the weirdos because we don't celebrate that. I think the worst thing that we can do is not do the research ourselves.
Right.
Like when we decide not to celebrate, when we decide not to just do the research, like just all you gotta do is type in the origin. Just type in the origin of something, because the thing is, they're not hiding it. The so-called oppressors, they love it. They love their history.
Right.
They you know what I mean? Like they love the, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, once upon a time there was a woman and a man. You know, so like they love that. They don't care about that. And the whole thing, like, you know what I mean? Like you celebrate like New Year's Eve, or New Year's is the celebration of a god named Janus. There's a god named Janus, and it's a man. You know what I mean? Because I thought it was a brother, like, you know what I mean, Janus. You know what I mean? It took me a while, because I had to see the pictures, you know what I mean? I read it, but I had to see the pictures. I was done. You know what I mean? It kept saying he. I'm like, it must be a typo or something. But anyway, he's the god of coming and going. You know what I mean? He got two faces. If you look it up, he got two faces. You know what I mean? One is for coming and going. So you know what I mean? Like a lot of times, like people, like a lot of down south, which it definitely came up here because my parents did it, and like my grandparents, whatever, they did it. They did the, you know, people do the eat the black eyed peas and the greens. You know what I mean? They do that. You know what I mean? As because that's what the greens represent money, and the black eyed peas represent some coins. And it might be different in different areas, but it's definitely a Judite thing, you know what I mean, to celebrate that. And we got the wreath on the door now, and like a lot of times, once again, it might be different in different parts of the world, but it definitely is in our culture that we celebrate, that we say that we put the wreath up, and the first person that walks through your door, it got to be somebody important, somebody with some money or something, in order for you to make sure that, you know what I mean, you'll be wealthy the whole year. You know what I mean? And like this is what we've been celebrating forever. Right. This is what we've been celebrating. And it all comes from Janus. You know what I mean? Because it's like he's the god of doorways. You know what I'm saying? Like to have that wreath on your door. You know what I mean? Like that's like some worship of Janus. That's another part of worshiping Janus. It's something you can definitely look up in your time. Like I said, Janus was Janus. Gun, the rock, man. You know what I mean? Like we gotta look up all the stuff. Like we gotta dig into the origins of all the stuff and realize how much pagans have the pagan worships have got into our hearts. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like the Roman Catholic churches definitely make sure that all this stuff gets into your heart. Is a part of it. You understand? You guys know that?
It's like when it's having what you're saying too, you feel me? Because this is one of the main reasons we go at the Christian church, you know?
Yeah. Because
the Christian leaders, the Christian pastors are supposed to be quote unquote the leaders of black people. Warning the sheep, so to speak, you know. Right. The fact that we don't know these things and we haven't even been prepped for it, you know, that's because we've been taught by the Christian church, which is nothing but a vessel to white supremacy, you know?
Kind. Damn right, so that's heavy. And the thing, and one of the worst parts about it is because it's like little like little camp stories. Like Christianity is camp stories that they heard, that they ain't bothered doing the history on, but they spread it to us. They spread it to people above us, and it gets shared with our great grandparents, and then it gets handed down to all the way to us, and then now we're doing it. You understand? And it might be like family members that might have took the part. They might have said, "Look, I don't want to celebrate this. I think it's crazy." You know what I mean? And then they probably said, "But you know what? I'm gonna do it for the kids, man, because the kids they want to do it." You understand? And then now we're them kids that they spared us because they figured they were sparing us, and they said, "Hey, let's do it for the kids." And now look at us. You know what I mean? And now we go against God. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like you're sparing yourself because you're like, I don't believe in it. I'm past that. I'm older, but you allow your kids to do it, and that destroys us, man. Let me get 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Let me see. Let me get verse 3, if I could. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Now, you know what? We can start at, let me see. Yeah, we can start at chapter 3. I mean, verse 3. It's a lot.
Verse 3.
Come on.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
Let no man deceive you by any means. You understand? We broke that straight off the top. You understand? Because we're here right now. We're here like this is the major holiday. You understand? You know what I mean, brother? You know how high the murder rate gonna get now?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like people always say that, you know what I mean, the holidays is the best time of the year because everybody's so sweet and kind and good and do all this. Man, the murder rate ain't slow down for nothing, man.
Right.
Like I got this little app called Newsbreak. Yo, every day I'm getting stories about people killing babies, like people killing their babies. You know what I mean? Brother just killed his red baby. I guess he felt like she was cheating on him or something. He was washing her, and he killed her. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that just happened in December, the most wonderful time of the year. You understand? Like it's none of that. And the reason is like stuff like that happens because we upsetting the Most High. We pissing them off, and we think that, you know what I mean, we're good people. We just trying to be good citizens. We don't give a damn about being good servants to the Most High.
Right.
We just want to be good citizens. Make sure that we follow the laws, don't jaywalk and all that garbage, man. But we don't give a damn about the Most High. And that's why we being punished. Go ahead, sir.
Second, let me start from the top.
Come on.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come.
For that day shall not come. This guy think like, what day are we talking about? You know what I mean? Well, what day is the Bible talking about? That day shall not come. You understand? He said, you know what I mean? Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. And that day is the day that we all need. You understand? The day that we was talking about at the beginning of when we first started out, we both were saying like, man, we want to be done working, slaving. You understand? Like we want to be happy. You understand? Like we want to not have to look over our shoulders from our own brothers. But you know what I mean? A brother that looked like me. That you know what I mean? From me walking down a block. You know what I mean? I'm from over east. To walk down a block over East Baltimore or West Baltimore down a block that I know is heavy drug trafficking. That could be a death penalty. You understand?
Right.
If I don't know them brothers around there, that's a death. That could be a death penalty. I want that day to come, that Christ come back, man. That He come back, and we don't have to live like that.
Right.
You understand? That we don't have to look at each other. You know what I mean? That you ain't gotta worry about another brother trying to take your girl, or you know what I mean, or sleep with your girl, and she coming back to you dirty and defiled.
Right.
You understand? You sleeping with an adulterer. You understand? Like we waiting for that day, man, where you don't gotta worry about your mother or your father dying of cancer, man. You understand? Or your baby, your son going out in the streets and getting killed or turned to a life of crime. That day, man, that's the day that day ain't gonna come. As long as we still giving power to the oppressor, and we still letting him know that, hey, look, we still got you. You understand? We said the date, December 31st. Oh yeah, I'm about to hit the liquor store real quick before they close, and I'm gonna celebrate December 31st all the way up to the 1st, and I'm gonna do it real big because it's the first of the year. You understand? And a dead ass winter because it makes sense to you. It makes sense to me. You understand? It's a new year. You understand? It's garbage, man. Go ahead.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Man, that man of sin be revealed, man. The man of sin is like, we know who the man of sin is. You understand? The man of sin is the same man that's over top us, the oppressor, man. You know what I mean? The goddamn animals know he the oppressor, man. You understand that he's evil. You understand? Our brothers know that he's evil. You know what I mean? The Native Americans. We all know that he's evil as hell, man. Like he's the son of perdition, man. He's the son of evil. Like he's the son of everything foul. You understand? Like he's the reason why I was a piece of garbage when I was young. Before I came into the truth, man, I was disgusting. You understand? It's because I was following a culture. You can want to say that you're not following the culture. I wanted to say, if anybody asks me, I don't give a damn about a white man. No, I ain't following him. I ain't doing what he say. Yes, the hell we are, man. Every gangster that you see, man, wants to be they want to be the oppressor. You understand?
Right.
Every sexual deviant that you are, is because of the oppressor, man. They're doing that. You guys understand?
And that's why we say the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of,
right.
The so-called white man, because he's so deceptive. You feel me? Like we follow everything that he do, and we call ourselves being real.
Right, gosh,
man. Keeping it a buck with you.
Right.
You know, this is we go hard with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we look at his ways and we see how he go hard with us.
Right.
So we just emulate our oppressor and we want to be the biggest gangsters, and we not gangsters, man. We not thugs, we not none of those things, man. Right. But guess what? That oppressor, he's doing his job.
Right.
He's on his job, you know.
Man, that's heavy, man. That's definitely heavy. Like, and that's, man. And the thing is, like, 'cause like you said, we'll go hard on each other, but we ain't gonna go hard on them pigs, man.
Yeah.
We got the corniest little slogans for black people that's tired of being picked on. We say stuff like no justice, no peace.
Right.
You know,
Right.
when we go to war though, like it's always no justice, no
Right.
peace. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we peaceful as hell, man. We say stuff like Black Lives Matter. You understand? Like Black Lives Matter. Like we matter, please. Can you stop killing us because we matter? You know what I mean? Like that's how we live. Like we think we tough. Like yo, it's corny as hell, man. We do stuff like, you know what I mean? What? Shoot a brother over a block that's named after the more than likely named after some white dude on the streets. You understand? Like we say hey, this is my block. Get up off of this. You know what I'm saying? And we paying rent. Like that's garbage. You understand? It's garbage. Like that's what we live in. Like that's the type of life that we live in. Trying to beat them. We try to beat them. Like you know what I mean? Like we not let me see. We like how we got we got Amalek, which is the fake Jews, which is the Jewish man. You understand? They're Jewish. They're trying to be us. They want to be us, but the whole time. So we're gangster-ish. We trying to be gangster-ish because we ain't gangsters. We just gangster-ish. We tough-ish. You understand? The whole time we obedient like hell, man. We so obedient. You understand? And if we do die for something, it's for something that don't matter. It's for something we're dying over their property. You gonna die for this block. So you mean to tell me you know what I mean? So the oppressor can say, so you gonna die for my block? You gonna die for this? You know what I mean? And you get killed. You get murdered in the streets by the police. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like there's no win in this. You understand? We don't have a win in this at all. You understand? Go ahead, you got the rest of that up?
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3.
No, we on verse 4, sir.
Verse 4, okay.
Come on.
Chapter 4. Who opposeth the exalted ones himself?
You understand? Like, who exalted himself above, you understand? Above all that is called God. Like, the oppressor exalt himself above God. That's why he feel like he can change the new year. He can change the year. You understand? You got something?
That's why they having tripping out about going back to these restaurants getting open and stuff.
Right, yeah, because it's about money.
Tripping out, man.
Yeah.
What was this? What was that? They're like, no way, we can't have it.
Cause they're not, and the thing is, they're not worried about safety. They're not, you know what I mean? Like that's not, they don't want their workers, they good workers to die. They don't want everybody, but they still, it's money first and then the people. So let's make sure that the economy is okay, is good enough, that we can survive like that America is still gonna be the top country. And then we'll worry about the people. You understand? That's why the vaccine is so important. Like that's why you gotta understand. Like they're not gonna poison us and destroy us. Like how all these conspiracy theories is that you don't want to take the vaccine because you feel like you're gonna die. You know, or it's gonna be poisonous. You're the worker. You're the slave. There's no way in hell that they're gonna let you die. They need you. You understand? But it's still like you said. They're only worried about the money. It's about the money. They're not worried like your second option, or not option. Your second priority. So that's what I'm gonna say. Go ahead. Where we at? Go ahead.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. He for God that is worshipped, so that he has said to in the temple of God, shown thyself that
You understand? Like, so it said that he is, you know what I mean, that he is worshipped. You understand? It said, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that he is worshipped. He wants to be worshipped. You understand? Which he's being worshipped. You understand? So that he, as God, he wants to be as God. The oppressor wants to be as God. And he gonna sit in the temple of God. You understand? And who sits in the temple of God? You know what I mean? The prophets. Like in the temple of God that's where like laws are being put out. You understand? Like that's where, you know what I mean, this law, statutes, and commandments will be told. You know what I mean? Like where we would go at to learn that. He sits in his temple as God. And he puts out laws. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what? Y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all two little boys, like this grown man and this little boy, y'all go ahead, y'all can be together. You know what I'm saying? Or hey, you decided, you know what I mean, God was wrong. I get it. You know what I mean? He is. That's God. That's that dude that did that thing. But I'm God, and I say, hell yeah, he wrong. So if you feel like you a woman, then you a woman. You know what I'm saying? And you can go ahead and change that on your what the hell? I don't even know how they go about the whole thing. If they do it on a birth certificate or something, or you know what I mean, or you know what I mean, somebody messed up. It was a oops or something. But yeah, like they could be now you can be a female, be a woman, a male. Like, you know what I mean? It's garbage. Like, it's disgusting. Go ahead.
He wants to be all these holidays and special affairs. He wants to be God.
Right. And it's sad because it's like a holiday is nothing but a holy day. That's a holy day. And the thing is, like, it's so bad that we celebrate all of his days. Now, when you tell somebody, hey, you know what I mean, you want us to come celebrate Passover, you want to come to the Passover this year? Or you tell somebody, you know what I mean, you want to celebrate High Hanukkah, well, you come up to the school with me, you know what I mean, and we having a High Hanukkah dedication, you know what I mean. You just come up here, you know what I mean, get something to eat, get something to drink, just chill out, you know what I mean, chill out. It's real cool. Like, all the brothers cool, we got some sisters there, they cool. That's weird. They don't really want to do that. But they ain't got no problem with celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, everything. That's the holiday that they hold that's real to them. That's what's real to people. So he is that God. He's exalted himself as the God, man. Everything that he wanted to do, he did it. You understand? The white man is there, and with our help, he's doing it. You understand? Like, people don't even have to have a religious belief. They just know they're gonna celebrate all this. Even, you know what I mean, even older women, because usually like the old ladies that go to church, they be like, what they say? Halloween is the devil. That's the devil. That's
the devil's birthday.
The devil's birthday. God, the devil's birthday. That's what they say. The devil's birthday. Not knowing that everything that they celebrate is giving honor to the devil. You understand? Because the white man works under the devil. You understand? Like, the white man gives glory to the devil. You understand? Like, he works under him. You understand? Like, and until we destroy that stuff and get away from it and stop celebrating it, then we gonna be stuck here, you know what I mean, under these oppressors, under an evil man. You understand? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. We got one more. All right, we can drop that. Let me get. Let me get Exodus 12 and 2. And we're gonna get into when the actual New Year is. You understand?
You ready for it?
Let me try to do this. I got it.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 2. This month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
Say what? Say it again.
This month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
The beginning of months. Go ahead.
It shall be the first month of the year to you.
The first month of the year to you. You understand? Let's figure out what this is you're talking about. Let me get the meat real fast. Let me drop me down to verse 11.
Come. Exodus chapter 12, verse 11. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover.
It's the Lord's Passover, man. It's the Lord's Passover. So up here, where it say that this is the beginning of the month, that this is the first month of the year, that happens during the Lord's Passover.
Right.
That's the like, and the Passover is springtime. Passover is usually what? April.
Come.
That's the new year. That's when, and it makes complete sense with anything that makes complete sense. It's life starting. Like, everything dies because everything has a season, everything has a time, man. Everything dies. We gonna die. You understand? Everything dies, everything comes back to life. You understand? The earth dies and comes back to life. Like, the dead of a winter. You understand? Like, this is the dead of a winter, man. Like, nothing's alive in the winter. Goddamn, bears don't even, they don't even wake up for this shit. Like, yo, for what? You know what I mean? Yo, I'm done. You know what I mean? They make sure they get enough, and they you know what I mean, they go into hibernation. But we, people with intelligence, we decide that we're going to honor what the oppressors say, man. The oppressors say it's the new year. Now be wise, you know what I'm saying? Be smart. You're like, yeah, write 2021 on your, you know what I mean, when you take care of work. You understand? Acknowledge what the oppressor is doing because we're under the oppressor. Acknowledge it, of course. Don't be so gone that you just like, you don't even know that it had changed to 2021. And now you got important papers you send it in and you wonder why ain't nobody get back to you about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be wise about it, man. But don't honor it. Don't worship it. Do what you gotta do to survive in captivity. This is captivity, man. We was brought over here as slaves. We're slaves now. You understand? But you don't gotta give all that glory to the oppressor.
Right.
Give him everything. Like, nah, man. You don't need that. You can drop that. Let me get Job 12 and 6, man. We gonna get, you know, man, like, this is one of them scriptures that this always hit me home. I mean, hit me hard, because this is something that's magnificent. Like, this lets you know how wicked and evil the oppressor is, man. They got a book that say like all the people, like all the animals that's been put into extinction because of man. They say because of man. You understand? So they trying to group us all in, and like we all had a hand in that. You understand?
Yeah.
Like they clever. They gonna make you look at the book like, oh damn, look what we did. You see what we did? Damn.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So you said 12 and 6.
Come on.
Job chapter 12, verse 6. The tabernacles of robbers prosper, and they that provoke God are secure, into whose hand God bringeth abundantly. Keep on.
Go ahead, come.
Verse 7. But ask now the beast, and they shall teach thee.
Ask the beast, Salah. Ask the beast. I should have started 7, Salah. Ask the beast. You understand? It say, but now ask them and they shall tell you. You understand? Cool, I'm gonna let you wrap that up so I can come back down.
But ask now the beast, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Verse 8. Will speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare it unto thee. Verse 9. Who knoweth not in all these things that the hand of the Lord have wrought this? Keep going.
Nah, we're straight. Alright, let me go back up and try to cut this down so we can know who it is we're talking about. Alright, Steve can start at verse 7.
Job chapter 12, verse 7. But ask now the beast.
Ask the beast, man. So you can ask the beast who this devil is. You understand? Go ahead.
And they shall teach thee.
And they shall teach you. They'll tell you. You understand? You can look at it. You can look at a injured beast, injured a deer, a wolf, or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we should be hunting deer so we can eat them. You understand? Not the, you know what I mean? The oppressor put their head on the wall. You understand? A moose head on the wall, just to show his power. You understand? Go ahead.
And the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee.
And the fowls of the air, like, man, they captured them and had they had a statue or had them like just, they stuff them, put them on their table, you know what I mean, in they dens, and they got them just there, just cause, you know what I mean, they just wanted to hunt them. They ain't get it for food, they just wanted to do it, they wanted to murder them. Go ahead.
Verse 8, will speak to the earth.
Or speak to the earth, man. The earth is suffocating right now. There's somebody goddamn cement and so much land on top of the earth, like it's suffocating. Like you don't even have, like, you see grass areas, like it's not even real. Like it's something that they created. You understand? Like it's like the earth is damn near dead because of the white man.
Right.
And they got Earth days. You understand?
Right.
They the problem.
Green days.
What is it?
They call them green.
Green days. They got green days out here. But they got so many. What they got? Animal weeks or something like that. Or, you know what I mean? And they the problem. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
It's like, and it's heavy like with these scriptures, like where it say that, you know, speak to the beast and he'll teach thee. Because I remember even before I came into the truth, man, and was on a trip with my son to the zoo. There was an elephant walking, and they had him separated because he was uneasy. He kept pacing back and forth, real hard, real fast. You know, to where as though you could visually see that he was in some kind of distress. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you not knowing, like you look at him and see he in distress. You feel me? But you don't really know he's in distress because he's been captured by the devil. He's been captured by the same devil that captures us.
Right.
So that elephant was in prison, just like we be in prison. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because like that's how it's teaching us.
Right.
Man, this man got me in here. You know, look at me.
Right.
You know, look at the birds in the air. You feel me? Like, you got birds that's damn near extinct because of the so-called white man. You feel me? Exactly. They telling us that's the devil.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Man. And it's crazy because then you get damn near life, or maybe the chair if you kill an eagle. You know what I'm saying? They don't play that now. Like you kill an eagle in hunting season, you going to jail. You getting punished. You
I think they're on the endangered list, right?
Come. Right.
And they're on the endangered list because they was killing.
Right. It's your man that killed you. You know what I mean? Like, you the one that did it. You love him so much, but yeah, that's you. You did that. You understand? Like, yeah, they the murderers, man. They the murderers, and we up here, we celebrating them, giving them all the life, giving them everything, man. We got that right. Let me get Exodus 34 and 14. Man, I went to the what the hell was it? The zoo. Took my son, my son, he was real. He was like this, and this before the truth. We went up DC because it was free. We went up DC and it was some pandas. They was in the little joint, It was like, yo, I swear, it was one panda. He was like laying on the floor. Then they had the other one. It looked like a bunk, like a jail bunk. You know what I mean? Like you seen jail on TV. You know what I mean? Like how the bunk look. Yo, I swear, I was looking at him like, yo, this. It looked like he was just laying on it, like just on the stomach, like just laying there. Like everybody coming around, they looking, they want to see in there. But yo, just like, yo, I'm not in the mood for this shit, yo. Yo, I'm done, yo. Like I don't feel like it. Like yo, like it was like it just looked like jail, and I kept saying on Red, it's like, oh my God, can you stop? Like yo, it looked like jail though. Like yo, all this looked like slavery in jail, man. Right. Like it just looked so unhappy. Like I don't mean like I don't even want to be here no more. Like it looked terrible. Right. It was just like yo, just like you said, man. Like the animals is telling us, man. They looking like they just distraught, just looking like I don't want to be here. Right. Like yo, I'm in hell right now. This is hell. I'm not even supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this fake ass habitat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm supposed to be roaming. You know what I'm saying? Good. It's heavy, man. Good. You got
34:14, right?
Come on, son.
Exodus chapter 34, verse 14. For thou shalt worship no other God.
Man, worship no other gods, man. This is the Most High telling us. Don't worship no other gods. And once we realize that New Year's is a pagan god, it's a god, we gotta understand that, like, yo, damn, I didn't even know that. At least get on that tip. You know what I mean? All right, let me stop that. Take baby steps into the truth if you got to. Right. You understand? Oh, you know what? I ain't gonna do that no more. I'm chilling. All right. It said, you know what I mean? You don't worship no other God. Go ahead.
Thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God.
Man, the Most High is a jealous God. You understand? It's a jealous God. Like, yo, he will destroy us for this, man. Like, you just think about you having your rib. You understand? You doing everything for you doing everything for her. Like, you know what I mean? You taking care of her. You know, you put her in a better spot. You got, you know what I mean, a nice house. You getting everything. You know what I mean? You got a nice car. The area real nice and pretty and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then some dudes just mold around there. They come around there and then your rib is looking at him like, oh, damn. She checking him out. You know what I mean? And he having parties over there, he smoking big blunts, and they just having all the fun. And your rib is over there. They having orgy parties, and you know about it. And your rib is over there. She just want to party over there. I'm not doing that. I just want to have fun over there. It's fun. Like, yo, you will go crazy. You understand? Like, we're the Most High's precious people. Like, we're precious to him. Like, he always refers to us, you know what I mean, as a wife, you know what I'm saying? Like, how, you know what I mean, like, and always saying like how we're a whorish nation of people and we go off. Like, imagine how angry you get to calling your rage like you a whore. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you pissed, you mad. Like, imagine how pissed off the Most High power is, man. Like, and we're going off doing what we want to do. Like, yo, he got way more power than we got, than what we can do to our red. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can destroy the soul. Damn, beating our ass, you know what I mean? He gonna destroy your soul. Hey, you on the streets as nothing. You just destroyed. You know what I mean? You passed. You below a dummy. You understand? You below let's just say a polite hoe. You know what I'm saying? You below all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, ain't no coming back from it. Like, that's how the Most High feels about us. Like, he put us up on this pedestal, man. He put us up above everybody. And then we go and worship everything that the people below us worship. This is their lifestyle. This New Year Eve, like, this is something they should be doing quietly. You know what I mean? In some low ass tent in a, you know what I mean, in some little county somewhere. They just getting together every year, and they just, you know what I mean, got quiet little noisemakers. You know what I mean? Like they're away from everybody. Like, Happy New Year. Shh. Happy New Year. Like they should be ashamed of doing this. Like they should be doing this in the dark.
Right.
Well, they ain't gotta be ashamed of doing it. We with them. Oh no, y'all get out that tent. Come on out here, man. We want some of that action too. You know what I'm saying? I got some cake or something. We want to join in. Like man, no, they should be alone doing this, man. But we celebrating with them, man. Like it's godless, man. Let me drop that. Let me get Genesis chapter 10 verse 8. I just want to dive into this because I'm so glad that Christmas over. I'm so pissed. Like I hate it. Like I got neighbors that got big ass balloons across the little what's the little ad joint? The big ad balloon joint. They got R2D2 and goddamn the Grinch. They got COVID-19 little masks on little banners. My son gotta look at that. It's like looking at a man wearing some little shorts. It's all disgusting.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like he gotta see that. He gotta see Santa. He like, that's Santa. And I was, you know what I mean? Like, and I gotta, don't worry about that. That's garbage. You know what I mean? I try, and I be in him, you know, but somehow he still finds out about it. That he always like, my son like, I love him because he's a little soldier, because he always be like, I hate Christmas. He just say it. I hate Christmas. You know what I'm saying? But he still got that child in him, you know what I mean? They say, who's Santa? You know what I mean? From TV, from whatever. I don't know where you get it from. You go to daycare. You know what I mean? It's hard. But man, it's disgusting, man. I hate it. But I'm just so glad that it's over. It's like dealing with the holiday time. It's like dealing with like gay month. And I think I don't know when gay month is, but it's like I think it's like when it get hot or something, or before it get hot. Like America, is I can't wait for it to burn, man. Like I'm tired of it, Like I hate it. You understand? I hate what the Most High hates, man. Yeah. Good?
Yeah.
Alright, if I could.
10:8.
Come on.
Genesis chapter 10, verse 8. And Cush begot Nimrod.
And Cush begot Nimrod. You understand? You gotta understand who Cush is. Cush is a African. You understand? And he gave birth to Nimrod. That's, you know what I mean? That's just, I want to get into us figuring out who Nimrod is. Go ahead.
He began to be a mighty one in the earth.
He was a mighty one in the earth. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 9. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord.
You understand? He was a mighty hunter. You understand? He was like he was a warrior. You understand? Like he was a force to reckon with. You know what I mean? I say that. If I let me get you can drop that. Let me get Genesis 11 in chapter 1.
Genesis chapter 11 verse 1. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech.
And the whole earth, like everybody spoke the same. You understand? Like everybody pretty much everybody was on one accord. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 2. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. Verse 3. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. Verse 4. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto the heavens, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.
And they said, like, let us build a city, man. Like they wanted to build a city. They wanted to build a New York, you understand, or California, you understand. Like they wanted to build a city, you understand. They said they want to do this because there's a chance like they might be scattered abroad, you understand. Like let's do this. Let's make a name for ourselves. You understand? The same way any of these heathens want to do. They want to make a name for themselves. All right, we could drop that and let me get what we got. Now, with that right there being said, that was the beginning of Nimrod. Like Nimrod, he. What we got? Nah, you know what? Keep going. Slide.
Come. Verse 5. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. Verse 6. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. And this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do.
I understand, like, so the Most High sent angels down there, and they went back to them, you know what I mean? They said, look, this is what these people doing. You understand? Like, they building a city, they doing all they putting in work. So it's like, so now they letting them know. Now the thing is, when you in America, they tell you, you know what I mean, let's all be one, as one, under one nation, you know what I mean, under one God, you know what I mean, like they want to be one. Like now, of course, an American citizen, it sounds like, oh yeah, that's a real good idea to do that, you understand? But no, the Most High doesn't want us to be one. He doesn't want us to be talking to these heathens and getting to know these heathens and celebrating their gods. You understand? Pretty much, he didn't want us to turn out the way we turned out now, the way we are now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He said, nah, I don't want none of that. I don't want them to be intimate. Like I don't want them to be mingling with these other heathens and none of that. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 7. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech.
You understand? So he said, look, I'm gonna go down there. Like, look, I want y'all to go down there, send the angels down there, and I want y'all to make sure. I want y'all to make sure that they ain't understanding each other. Like, you know what I mean? That's we're gonna start right here. This is where it's gonna stop. You're gonna change their language. They ain't gonna be able to do this no more. You understand? They ain't gonna be able to be under one accord. Go ahead.
Verse 8. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of the earth.
You understand? So the Most High, he didn't want that. He didn't want this whole one nation, you know what I mean, and one voice and everybody speaking the same, because that's not the way they intended it to be. We're all different. We're different for a reason. You understand? Like we're intended to be a special people. There's no way that we're gonna be a special people if we're the same. We are holy people. We can't be a holy people. We just like everybody else.
Right.
You understand? If you want to, you like the people that want to save white people so bad. You understand? Like that's not what the Most High wants. He wants us to be special. Like, you know what I mean? And we gotta fight off that garbage that wants us to be one. If we can fight that off, you know what I mean? Like we can be and understand that we're better, that we are to be one. I mean, we are to be a holy people, that we can get back to the Most High. We could drop that though. Let me get Jeremiah 7 and 18. Now the thing is, Nimrod was a mighty warrior, and he was like pretty much like the first. He started like he started a way of thinking that still goes on today. And it carried on forever. The way his name rung bells everywhere. So he was a warrior, like I said, he was a warrior, and he got killed, and he was murdered by his enemies, and he was cut up into pieces. You know what I mean? Like his enemies cut him up, cut his head off. They cut him up, and his wife, which is his mother, you understand? Because the Africans, that's you know, that's their thing. They like to do. That's their culture.
Right.
Cut him up. She got his body parts and buried him under an evergreen tree. And she said that his body, he's not dead. He's in the evergreen tree. You understand? Now, evergreen tree, it just stays, you know what I mean, green forever. You know what I mean? That's the name. So she told everybody, look, he's not dead. Man, everybody need to know that he's still alive. And if you don't give gift to this evergreen tree, that you're going to be killed and murdered. You understand? So this was the start of this whole evergreen tree thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Let me get Jeremiah 7:18.
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough, to make cakes to the queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger.
You understand? And you know what I mean? You can see what this sound like right here. Say the children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire. You know what I mean? Chestnuts roasting on an open flame. You understand?
Right.
You know what I mean? A woman kneading their dough, making cookies. You understand? Making cookies for, you know what I mean, for whatever. You understand? To the gods, to the queen, the queen of heaven. You understand? Like, this provokes the Most High to anger. This is your Christmas celebration. This is in Jeremiah. This is way before, you know what I mean, Christ was even born.
Right.
So that, you know what I mean, that kills the whole, what the hell is it? Dang. So I'm saying that this is Jesus' birthday. And we need to do Jeremiah 10:1. Stop. Let me get Jeremiah 10:1.
No.
We can finish it out with that.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the ways of the heathen, man. Don't learn the way. Don't learn their ways. You understand? Don't learn the ways of the heathen. Like this is him explaining to us that he don't want us to learn none of this. We're gonna provoke him to anger. Our kids gonna get murdered on the streets. You understand? Ain't nobody gonna be making it home for after Christmas. The murder rate gonna go up. He's telling us don't hawk in the ways of the heathen. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
The custom, like they ways is vain, man. Just like New Year's, man. Celebrating New Year's in a dead ass winter. It's vain. Good.
For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Cutting the tree out of the forest, man. That's your Christmas right there. Cut a tree out the forest. You understand? Go ahead.
The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold.
Man, decking it with silver and gold, man. Decking it with silver and gold. You know what I mean? That's the holiday like that's the holiday words right there. Deck it with silver and gold, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
You know what I mean? So make sure it don't move. Make sure that Christmas tree standing up real high. Go ahead.
Verse 5. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
They must needs be born.
They gotta be carried. You understand? That's what born is. They gotta be carried. Go ahead.
Because they cannot go.
They can't go on their own. You know what I'm saying? Just a tree. Correct.
Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil.
Man, don't be afraid of them because we were scared, man. Because we were under a vain custom where we thought that we were going to be murdered by the tree. We thought that the soul of Nimrod was going to come and murder us. This is Jeremiah telling us, look, it's word from the Most High. Like, don't be scared of none of that. It's fake. It ain't, you know what I mean? It's vain, man. Don't worry about none of that. He's telling us, you know what I mean? Don't fall for none of that. Like, don't, you know what I mean? Don't be putting all your money and your part and spending all this money on Christmas trees and gifts and all that when it's all this vain. It don't mean nothing. Go ahead.
It's like, what's crazy is you'll see people who will say to you, well, I know Christmas ain't in the Bible, but it's just the spirit of it.
Right.
It's the spirit of Christmas.
Right.
When they don't realize that during Christmas, a lot of people get robbed.
Right.
A lot of people get murdered because as a nation, we desperate.
Right.
So when a brother or sister gets desperate, they gonna go out there and commit crimes to make sure they can feed and clothe or do whatever it is for their kid for this holiday.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's not a good spirit.
Right. Damn right. Yeah. Damn right.
You know?
And it's crazy because we don't even do it. Most of the time, you ain't even doing it for your kids. You doing it for likes. And if you doing it for people to come over and see what you did. Because every time, you know what I mean, every Christmas is always the picture of all the stuff that people did on Facebook, Instagram. It's the pictures of what they got. Look what I got my baby.
Right.
Look what I did. You understand? I love my baby so much that, like, no, you just doing that. You just want us to see. You want the world to see. You don't give a damn about none of that, man. You understand?
As I said, the Lord didn't really bless me this Christmas.
Right.
I was able to get everything that I wanted for my kids.
Right.
You know, I spent $2,500 on the new PlayStation, but he got a smile on his face, you know.
Man, right. I don't know how I'm paying rent this next month, but my son had. And your kid be bad as hell, man. Don't deserve none of that. You going broke for your kid that's disrespectful as hell. You can't even get him to take out the trash or wash the dishes. You understand? Yeah, you about to go broke. You done went broke. You understand? Just for some likes. You understand? I mean, let me tell you this real quick, man. This when I was in the world, man. I'm with my cousins, man. This was December 20th or something, man. This dude, we chilling. So he like, there's some dudes that was like hustling like a block up from where we was at. So he like, he just found out that some little chick told him that they ain't got their joint on them or whatever. So he like, yo. So he plotting to rob them. He like, yo, that's what's up, yo. Oh, yo, I can get the money. I can get my son them shoes now. And yo, like, yo, I can get, yo, it's the sword that my little son wanted. I can get him that now. He like, yo, boy, yo, this gonna be a good Christmas now. He like, yo, really pumped about taking off another brother to make sure that his Christmas for his kids is good, man.
Right.
That right there is how destroyed we are in the world, man. Like, and that's why the ISUPK is so important, man. Like, before I knew about the ISUPK, man, I was still a disgusting dude in the world. Celebrating Hanukkah, not Hanukkah. Celebrating Hanukkah, thinking I'm holy and I'm different. You understand? Like, man, we need the ISUPK, man. Like, this is the home of the truth, and this is where we brothers gonna become real men, and we need this. You know what I mean? But with that, I pass the class over to Priest Officer 1000. Talk about Shalom.
Security announcements. We are the Isupk out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commanding General Yohana, new rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18, verse 21, and Malachi 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew, and it's pronounced Mayashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. There is a cash app tithing, for the UPK tithes as well. Give me 1 second. It is makes it a little more convenient and for you to pay your tithes, through the cash app. And it's $ UPK tithes. You understand? The $ UPK tithes. You can go and send your tithes in that way as well. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations. We have the Feast of Purim, which is February the 9th. February the 9th, the Feast of Purim. You understand? Remind Akim and Akwathan to check on social media such as Isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for Isupk events and materials. Next Passover is next year. It's April 24th. It's going to be held in Houston, Texas, at the B&H Ranch. You understand? You go on to Isupk.com and get more information. Start making reservations and start making plans and stuff like that now. Reach out to the captains of your city, to whoever's over your zone, you understand, and start making your arrangements. You understand? If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, we want to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Madi Shabbat, Madi Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Brakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Brakatah.
Yom Tov. Class dismissed.
What's that cash app?
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
No affiliation, why they faking? This ain't for debating. We the real, they really imitation. I be contemplating why this ain't on like heavy rotation on radio stations. I just pray the Lord give me patience, cause I'm running through these rappers like my name Walter Payton. Shitting on these rappers, 9 to 5 is my occupation. Raw, you come in with your best troops, you best bring more. Already told you I got the juice like Orenthal. Already know what I'm about to do, bet your men fall. Everyone know that we got the truth, all your men falls. So boss, overtaking our enemies. Moves calculated and orchestrated like symphonies. Smooth operated when bringing haters to misery. Top 5 list ain't shit unless you mention me. Yeah, that's why we don't associate. Fuck niggas make them more fuck niggas. Why they procreate? Why they overhate? Cause they time is short and a moment late. Let it culminate to they harder race and it palpitate. Cowards perpetrate like they little group is respectable. Talking intellectual, all of you homosexuals, faggots.
There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children.
I don't want to congregate. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to fellowship. I ain't trying to build with you. Ain't the UPK, ain't the truth. Keep it real with you. Defenders of the faith, I got no problem bumping heads with you. All that bullshit, you can take it over there with you. Rather be a houseboy. Rather run with them field niggas. Show them to put in work. Move mountain, crush hills, nigga. Take a dead soul. Breathe life and make it live, nigga. No affiliation, so it's no one to compare with us. Took the Lord's laws and just added it with fear, nigga. Aim for the body, cause you know like killer head quicker. With these bars, I'm on my grizzly, so bear witness. You spit cold, I spit flu. Don't compare sickness. You floss diamond, I floss fringes. Don't compare dentist. You PK, we meant the wall shit. We ain't Christian. Harm one of us, get pistol whipped like the gun got a belt with it. I'm bred different. The competition just a mill. I'm fed different. I stood front line on them fields. I bled different. I'd rather be a corpse than a cow when I'm led different. Shit, I'm led different. Come through like a juggernaut, so don't get in the way. And we take everything serious. We don't play. I wonder now what they gon' say. Shit, we make profits out of shooters like the NBA. You get slayed for switching sides, nigga. We ain't on the same page. Immaculate conception. Wow. These niggas bitch made. I'm sticking with the foundation where my bricks laid. You switch sides, I'd rather switch K's. You was never with us, nigga. Just know we won't miss you, nigga. Right hand hold the scriptures, nigga. Left hip hold the pistol, nigga. How you want it? You can get it spiritual or physics, nigga. Wrong ones to come against, so bring an army with you. No affiliation. When you see us, make the difference with us. No affiliation. When you see us, know we different, nigga. No affiliation. So no, you can't kick it with us. The wrong ones to come against, bring an army.